Hey everybody, how's it going?
Hello.
Welcome. Do you hear yourself?
Yes.
We always start this the same way. How's it going?
Good.
Hey Dakota. Hey Dylan. Hey Bloka. All right, let's see. Why does like the chat like halfway?
I don't know. That's weird.
It's like kind of cut. We're here struggling a bit with OBS.
Yeah, OBS is being weird.
You know how it be. Let's see. I'm going to stretch it. Ah, yes. I clipped there. Hey, Rebecca. New York girl. Yeah, the Yankees. Hey, Nick. Hey, Alexis. Chronic. Jane. Me. Bloka. Cam. Paul. JNRS. Welcome, guys. It's going great.
Thank you.
How are you doing, Jen?
I'm doing good. I'm so mad still in the Yankees.
Yeah, that was extremely frustrating.
I'm not watching anymore. I'm done.
I feel like every time we watch it, we give the Yankees
Dude,
bad
they
luck.
won. I watched the first game and they won the first game. But then I didn't watch. Thank you for the follow. I didn't watch the second one and they lost. So I thought, okay, I have to watch it for them to win. And then this happened and I'm so freaking mad. I'm so freaking mad. I can't believe that happened.
I know, you were literally yelling.
I wanted to break this whole house.
I know, I could hear it.
I am still so mad. They're done. They have to win 2 more games and they're not. They're screwed. It's over. Bye.
Rip.
Because you know what? I would be a better freaking coach.
Mm-hmm.
Because why the hell did they leave Peralta for 2 innings?
I don't know.
Peralta was the relief pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
And you should know, if you're not winning by a lot, you change the pitcher every freaking inning.
Yeah, they used to do that. Remember, they used to change it a lot. Like, too much.
Yeah.
In prior
I don't
seasons.
care. Change it. I don't care. Joe Girardi was an idiot. He wouldn't leave the pitcher for on ever.
Yeah, he was the opposite.
So, you screwed the pooch, Aaron Boone. It's your fault. Hi, Ransford. Mr. Kincaid is to blame. He jinxed us. He really jinxed us.
Okay, are you ready to face your childhood trauma?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
You don't sound too sure. So, everybody that watches the streams know that Jenny, when she was little, she had a lot of nightmares, a lot of things that she was scared of, a lot of things she didn't let me do that I wanted to do when I was little.
I was scared of everything. I don't know why.
Yeah, she was very scared, and she limited a lot of the stuff. You didn't like rides. You didn't like magic shows. You didn't like going to the movies.
Because, okay, the magic show thing and the movies thing, I didn't like because it was loud. I had this weird fear of things that were loud. And now I don't like loud things still.
Even though you yell when they...
But you know what I mean? Like loud booming things. I don't know why I was so afraid of that. Like I had a deathly fear of when it was loud in the movies. And I didn't want to go to the magic show specifically because I didn't want it to be loud.
Oh,
I had an ear thing when I was little. I used to get a lot of ear infections.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I mean, okay. But why were you scared of... Okay, so you said you were scared
because I didn't want it to be loud.
Tarzan because it was loud.
Okay, I'm trying to remember why... You're pressing the keyboard. I'm trying to remember why I was scared of Tarzan. It was either because I didn't want it to be loud or because I just didn't feel like watching it.
You didn't feel like watching it and you were using the excuse that you were scared?
Yes.
What?
There were some movies that just really irked me when I was little for some reason.
Like what?
Tarzan was one of them for a while. And there was that... Do you remember that movie where like they were on a boat and there was like this green little thing that flew around?
Treasure Planet?
I hated that movie.
Really?
That movie irked me so
That was a
bad.
huge flop for
Disney.
Yeah.
And I hated Emperor's New Groove for some reason.
Oh yeah, you hated that.
Even though now I think it's funny, but when I was little, I had an irrational hatred for it.
I mean, Cusco was annoying. The rat rap, what is that?
Rap rat.
Is that something Bruno related?
I don't like loud noises either. Yeah.
All right, so let's see.
I can go to concerts, but it does.
Now you go. Now you mosh.
The loudness does bother me, but when I was at the mosh pit last year, the like sound of the drums was like, I could feel it in my chest so much, and it was like giving me chest pain, and I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack. And then I read somewhere that people that have like heart murmurs and stuff can't go to concerts. Like they could actually have a heart attack from how loud the beat of the drum is.
Jeez. So you're saying Josh Dunn can actually kill somebody with his drumming?
I felt like I even told Cuz, I said, "Can you like pound my back because my
I remember.
chest was hurting."
I remember one of the last texts you sent me when you almost died in the mosh pit was my chest hurts.
Yeah.
I can't breathe.
It was terrible.
All right, here we go.
Here is your travel mug. Nice.
Oh, nice. You got the travel mug. I'm glad you like it. All right, so let's see. Yes, this is my official Embrace the Spookiness merch. I have the shirt. You can check it out in my shop. All right, so we've got
Thriller. It's just scary.
this. Do you feel like you know where this is going?
Hey Arnold.
No, not Hey Arnold.
It's not Hey Arnold?
Let's see.
That is Hey Arnold.
Well, yes, but it is in anticipation. Having another stroke. Anticipation.
Little John afraid of Tarzan.
Of another thing. All right, here we go. Trying to get this YouTube formatted. So we watched a lot of cartoons growing up, Nickelodeon stuff. Do you remember this?
We're gonna replay some of the 3D scenes from tonight's show. Okay, guys, let her rip.
Around you with their long, sticky ears, and then they come after you, hop, hop, hop. And when they get you, they wrap you all up in their dust and drag you back to the kingdom of dust. Don't take me away.
Like your favorite character was Chucky.
I related to Chucky.
Goggles off.
And he was my favorite.
All right, so how would you rate that one?
What is 10?
I don't know. 10 is you're crying, peeing your pants of fear.
Okay, that's like a 2.
Okay, that's not too bad then. I mean, still, the fact that it registers.
That is creepy. Rugrats was a weird show.
All right, so that's one. Now, of course, we can't go through this without mentioning Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, that show would never be made nowadays. It wouldn't be for kids. Everybody, I already know what scene probably you're going to show.
Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, let's do this one.
Yeah, that's exactly the one you are going to show.
What did you think of this?
This scared the effing crap out of me when I was little, dude.
Do you remember what this episode is even about?
I have actually seen people talk about this.
Really?
Like, this is the scariest episode in children history.
Hey, Potato. Hey, Sean. So it was like they had like this archaeological slab or something.
It was like a mummy, and he took it or something, and then the mummy came back. Or if not, he was going to get cursed or something.
You know, it's interesting because I've seen videos now saying that Courage the Cowardly Dog was based on real people.
Really?
It was this old couple in New Mexico that had a dog and that claimed that they saw aliens. And one day, they disappeared from the face of the earth, and the only thing left was the dog.
Weird.
So
I remember watching that when I was little, and I didn't even know what it was about. I just saw that thing that scared me so bad. I will never forget that.
So what do you rate that one?
That one's way worse than the bunny one, I think. That one might be the worst of all. Like, that's a 6.
That's a 6 on the almost pee yourself. I'm scared.
Well, I wouldn't pee myself now.
Thank you for the
But
follow.
as a kid, yes.
All right, so here we go. That's one. Now we have this one, which is also Courage the Cowardly. Oh, you never saw this one?
I hated Courage the Cowardly Dog.
This one was also one of the creepiest ones.
I don't remember this.
This Fred guy.
That's already creepy.
It's already creeping you out right now.
Would you like to freshen up?
Hi, Paul.
Yeah, that mom, like the grandma, was so stupid.
I hate this old guy. Though. He's like such an a-hole.
Yeah, he was an a-hole.
Me to be
Always felt bad for Courage.
naughty.
You remember this?
Why does he look like Donald Trump?
Your hair. It reminds me of the first time I knew just how I felt about hair.
That is spooky. Rugrats was supposedly based on schizophrenia of the main character, of Tommy.
But he was a baby. How can a baby have schizophrenia? Hey, Carlos. That's Potato.
Jenny hasn't played Resident Evil 8. I know at this point she'd
Well,
get nervous.
I've seen both Markiplier and Jacksepticeye play Resident Evil 8.
So, well, you weren't a child at this point, but how much would you rate this now?
That's pretty creepy. Like a 3.
Okay, wow. Almost pee yourself at 3 now.
He looks like a perv.
Okay, so let's do... Okay, so this one, I remember that I would say to bother you around the house. I'd say, the thing.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd already start crying. And one time I got in trouble for that because I just kept saying the thing. And we ended up hiding this book under the sofa. Do you remember
Scary
that?
stories telling that.
Yeah, because we had a friend give it to us.
Dude, I
Do
freaking
you remember
hated that? Yes. That scared the freaking crap. The stories are so stupid now that I read it back, but...
Well, do you know now they have like videos dedicated to reading these stories?
Oh, really?
Yes.
I should do that.
Hey,
Hi,
Jose.
Jose.
Hey, Paul. Oh, nice. Welcome, Vite. All right, so here we go.
So this is like an audiobook? Bra commercial. Very scary.
This is an audiobook here.
One hot August night, the boys were sitting on a fence by the main road.
This story is actually pretty creepy, though.
Yeah,
There was a
the story
cornfield
holds
just
up.
across the road.
This was the
Suddenly,
thing
Trevor
that
spotted
scared you.
something in the
So the
field.
illustrations of scary stories to
In
tell in the dark
darkness, it
were
was difficult to make out, but he
objectively
thought it looked like
terrifying.
some
Very.
kind of weird animal.
Sounds like a Bruno fan.
He nudged his friend and pointed in the direction of the strange-looking
Yeah,
thing.
I've seen the
Ashlyn.
movie.
I've never seen the
Will
movie.
said
Was
he
it
could see
good?
it too.
It was alright.
He
So the
wasn't
story
sure,
of the
but
thing
mysterious-
is basically these two kids. They're out in a field and they see this weird man standing there, and they go up to it and touch it, and it starts chasing them. Oh, they didn't know what it was, and then later the kid gets sick, and he ends up dying. And in the coffin, the other friend looks at him, and he looks just like the thing.
Yeah.
That's a story.
That's creepy.
That is creepy.
So what does it mean? Like, that was him?
That was himself.
That's
like,
creepy. That scared me so bad when I was little. I hated that. And that drawing is still creepy.
it does hold
But
up.
for some reason, I always thought the drawing for the thing was that other one. Have you seen that? You know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
It's like one with long hair and like all.
I think I know what you're talking about. Hold on, I'm gonna find it right now.
You like
How-
the movie?
How was the
stuff?
sound effect?
Yeah.
What do you rate this?
That's like an 8.
my
That's worse
God.
than the courage thing. That still creeps me out a little bit. I just
Is
felt
it
like
this one that you thought it was?
No, let me see. That one's pretty horrendous.
Hold on, give me 1 sec.
That's like the one where the spiders like came out of her face.
Oh, that's right. I think I know which one it is, but I
Yeah.
cannot see.
Let me see. No, it's not that one.
That one's pretty
It's
creepy.
this
It's
one,
that one.
yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Like,
That
that
one's even
head,
uglier.
that head with the little feet was weird.
I always thought it was this one.
Oh,
the thing.
yeah, yeah,
And that
yeah,
one's
yeah.
freaking hideous.
What was that one?
I don't remember. That was the one of the toe.
Oh, why? Okay, so why is the toe was that one?
I think that one was the toe.
That has nothing to do with the toe.
I know, but it was ugly.
It has no eyes. Nothing scares Potato. I scare them instead. All right, so let's see. So we rate that an 8.
Yeah. That is creepy. I just wish the movie would have been more focused on, I don't know. Like, it wasn't scary at all.
Okay, also, when I got into my Lord of the Rings obsessions,
Ugly Smeagol.
I remember all the things that scared you. So when I got on my Lord of the Rings obsessions, you hated a few, like Lord of the Rings to you was scary. You didn't like a lot of the orcs.
I wouldn't look at the orcs.
But I feel like the thing that scared you the most.
I think what scared me was you, because you were like, it's so ugly. Like, it's the ugliest
was pretty
thing
ugly, though.
you'll ever see in your life. So I was more afraid of seeing it than anything.
Okay.
Which I don't even get that. Like, you look at something ugly, like, who cares? You
I
know
just
what
felt
mean?
like you were, oh, sorry.
Ow,
No,
I
we
hit
are,
my ankle.
we're currently starting. Did you crush your ankle there?
Yes.
This desk is tight. All right, so let's see. We're also going to talk about Rings of Power later.
Him choking his cousin is honestly
That was pretty
creepier.
bad, too. All right, so this is when he's, like, in the Gollum metamorphosis. How much of this have you blocked?
I kind of remember. Yum.
The illustrations were better than the story and the...
The fish.
Yeah.
Did he actually eat a raw fish or like?
I don't think that was a real fish in the making. So that...
How was it? I don't really
And no,
remember
it
what
continues.
looked like.
It continues. Sushi. I mean, that's pretty ugly.
I mean, it's ugly.
I think this was the scariest part.
Yeah,
Was
dude,
this?
That looks like Michael Jackson. Oh yeah, I remember this now.
Okay, what would you rate whatever this was? This
I mean,
sequence.
he's kind of like turning into Gollum.
Mm-hmm.
Gollum himself, I don't know if I'm just used to Gollum's face. He's not that ugly. You know what I mean?
Not that ugly.
No, like real Gollum.
Yeah.
Those eyes. That one is like a 5.
Still pretty up there. Hey, Prismatic. Those eyes. All right.
To a CG character.
And of course, we can't have anything scary Lord of the Rings without this part.
Dark Crystal? Oh, I was gonna say this.
Oh, this was the other thing that scared everybody watching Lord of the Rings was when Bilbo,
Bilbo got possessed for a second.
yeah, wanted the ring. Was the Dark Crystal. Yeah, we never saw that.
That's yours?
As light as a
I
feather,
won't say it's small, but they're
and
hobbits.
as hard as dragon scales. Let me see you put it up.
Lord of the Rings is just such a good movie. So here he sees the ring.
Oh,
He freaks out.
my old ring.
Yeah, that's what this all is about.
I should very much like to hold it again one last time.
Space.
That jump scare was the best. I remember, I think I showed it to you the first time to scare you or something. Mm-hmm. And you screamed. I mean,
And then
it's
you'd be
pretty
like,
funny looking
Ugly
back.
Bilbo is gonna you'd say something like that.
Yeah. I would say
You were
what?
like, Ugly Bilbo's behind the railing. Or
Oh
something.
my god. What a bully. Alright, let's see.
Yeah,
Let's go
that
back
one's
to-
not as bad as Gollum.
No. This one, what would you rate?
That's 2.5.
Still 2.5? It's like more than the Dust Bunny.
Well,
Okay, so this one I feel like will. Oh, this one was pretty bad for cartoons, I feel.
is this Stew?
Yes, so this is Rugrats here. Hold on. This is when Chucky would have these nightmares.
And then the dad had one.
Yeah,
the
there's
same.
coming, it's coming.
Trouble sleep of the innocent. Stew, I didn't know you were coming over.
Okay, that used to scare me, and it disturbed me more than anything, because what is that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
You know, like, if it's not Stew, who the heck is it?
It's either possessed Stu or like a
creepy.
creature that's trying to look like Stu from the back.
So it looks like a clown thing, and it looks exactly like them, but then it says, I'm not that person. That's so creepy.
Also, Cam says Gollum is beautiful.
Like, imagine you see me in
Yeah.
the middle of the night, Jenny, And I'm like, I'm not Jenny. I mean, I've had dreams where you do that. Freaking creepy. That one's horrifying. That's a 6.
Really?
Yes.
Jeez.
And just Rugrats just has a weird vibe to it. I don't know how to explain it.
It does. It's like
It's a
old
weird show.
90s weirdness.
It creeps me out.
Okay, so I feel like this one you're gonna really hate. This one you're gonna really hate.
I already have one in mind. Oh my god, not Ren and Stimpy.
I know you hated Ren and Stimpy.
I still hate it, man.
Yeah, it's really disturbing.
What is that? So ugly.
You hated this one.
Honestly, I don't remember.
No sleep. No bed. Now. Bed.
What, he can't sleep?
Yeah, I guess. He's going crazy. This is insane
It was
Ren.
so effing ugly.
Man, you don't agree with me.
What is he, a chihuahua?
Yeah, it's a chihuahua. It's like when he's like this. Oh, it's a chihuahua.
I hated this one. The red one didn't scare me that much.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, what? You hated the fat one more?
No, this tiny one I hated.
Oh, yeah. I think this one is Ren. I don't know. That's what it says, insane Ren. I used to think this was Stimpy.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know who's who anymore.
What do you feel about this?
What I'm gonna do to you.
How is this a kid's cartoon?
Yes.
This is so effing hideous. This is worse than Ugly Smeagol. Look at that. Horrendous.
Angry?
Who freaking animated this?
First, I'm gonna tear your lips out.
How is this a kid's show?
That's what I'm gonna do. We don't like this, Ren.
It's Ren.
Yeah, you scary us. Scared, huh? Next, I'm gonna tear your eyes out of the socket. And you wanna know what else? I'm gonna hit you, and you're gonna fall.
Good God.
I'm gonna look down, and I'm gonna laugh. Ren, you're angry? Third student, I'm angry.
I mean, this part was
I've never been
relatable.
this angry in my entire life.
That was me after watching the Yankees.
There were other videos here where
Dude, the imagery in that show is extremely disturbing.
Yeah.
That is not a kid's show. Any kid as a young child who saw that and wasn't horrified, you're a
Me.
psychopath. You had to think at least it was kind of
I used to think there was like something wrong with it for sure. I was
Salad
like,
fingers.
there's something like off about the way it looks. Like this is disturbed. I even knew that when I was little. And they had like a weird fascination with butts. You remember
was
that?
perverted. It was a weird perverted show. It should never have been shown, marked as a kid's show ever.
Hey, Ozone.
Very off.
We've never seen Beavis and Butthead. I didn't see Salad Fingers until way later. I didn't know that it even existed. Like we weren't really familiar with like weird YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
For some reason, we just watched like just cable. Wait until you find about the guy who made Ren and Stimpy. Why is there something wrong with him? Thank you, Ozone.
Happy
It's
Tree
not a
Friend.
kid's show. That's what makes it good. Oh,
It
oh
was
yeah, I know what you're talking about, Cam.
supposed to be a kid's show.
Yes, it was on Nickelodeon, and I was like, wow, this is weird as heck. Great, I lost my link. Hold on.
And I don't know, like, there was this clip once I saw of Ren and Stimpy, and, like, it was disturbing because it was like an innuendo.
Oh,
I don't even know how to, I remember what it was. I don't even want to explain what it was. But it was so nasty. I don't know if that was like an adult version of Ren and Stimpy, but if that was not an adult version
did
of
it
Ren
involve a
and Stimpy.
log?
Yes, something like that.
Oh, okay.
So you've also seen it.
Mm-hmm. I've blocked 90% of it other than the log. Okay, so how would you rate that?
A 6.
There was one where he was he was taking out his teeth with like pliers.
It was always that tiny
Only,
one
like,
that was weird. The
the
other
nerves-
one wasn't that weird.
And then the nerves were like hanging out.
It was so.
And then he took out the
freaking
nerves. And I'm
ugly.
like, I don't know. I don't even want to disturb the chat that much. That's why I didn't even choose it. It was just so weird. And then there was this guy that he grabbed like a grater, a cheese grater, and put it on his elbow and grated his elbow.
Gross.
And then he put lemon juice on it.
What?
And then he put salt on it.
What the hell?
It's
Like,
just
what is
weird
even the
stuff.
point of that? Like, that's just.
It was a modern day Tom and Jerry. Ugly though, because Tom and Jerry were
No.
cute.
No.
A lot of the big U.S. cartoons were shown in England. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Now we have this one, which I feel like is a classic Disney one. Disney doesn't have that many. Here we go.
Toy Story.
Little fella, come out here. Do you know a way out of here?
Never gets old, man. It's hilarious. It's fake.
I remember you were pretty scared of this baby thing.
Yeah, it was creepy, but it definitely
Wasn't
didn't
too
scare
bad.
me as bad as other
It didn't
things.
scar you. I mean, it's just funny. So this one gets a lower rating.
It's like, get off of me, savages, when they were helping him. Yeah, that's definitely lower than the bunnies. I think that's a 1.5.
Okay. Yeah, Disney was never too terrifying. I liked a lot of Nickelodeon growing up. Now I'm wondering, you know, if there was something wrong
Nickelodeon and
with
Cartoon
me.
Network.
Oh,
were
speaking of
weird.
Cartoon Network, here it comes. We've got one from Cartoon Network.
Especially Cartoon Network.
See if you remember this.
Oh my god. Yeah,
P.
that was freaking weird because he was like, oh my god, I don't know. It's just everything about that is weird.
Him
The
was
way
with-
he talks, and then he's like, and he gets
yeah, he would
possessed.
change. Cow and Chicken. Cow and Chicken was pretty weird.
Cow and Chicken was it the same animators as Ren and
It could
Stimpy?
be.
Because they kind of look like it, but obviously not as horrifying.
Apparently, someone in the comments said that they were a perv.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard something about that once.
That doesn't surprise me. Just by the sheer weirdness they were shoving
Powerpuff
into
Girls was a
children
weird
stuff.
show. Honestly, I used to like it, but
Yeah, you were a big fan. You
I
had a
changed my
birthday
mind.
party.
It was weird. I don't know.
Well, how was it weird?
It was just, it had a weird vibe to it. It was a demonic show.
Demonic? How was it demonic?
It was
Outside
weird.
of
I hate
him,
it.
no one
I
else.
hate, no. It just, I remember there was this one episode when Bubbles like became evil or something.
Like emo.
And then she like, there was traffic and there was a dog. I swear, like after I saw this, I stopped liking the show. And then the one holding up the traffic was a dog. I don't remember why. But then she like beat the crap out of the dog. And I felt so bad for the dog that I literally like stopped watching the show after that.
Wow. It was too far for you.
Yes.
The one where the professor made the Powerpuff Girls and sister, she had Down syndrome and she blows up at the end. Oh, I don't remember that one.
Oh. I think I actually know what he's talking about.
I blocked that.
It was like it came out wrong, I guess.
Okay, we got
No.
this from. Oh, this
Zombie
one. This one
Grandpa.
used to scare you too a lot. Like when I would mention it. This was
This
Hey
scared
Arnold.
me so freaking bad when I was little.
Okay, so what it was.
Yeah, Arnold and Gerald were having a fight. And so then he had a dream that even when they're older, they're still fighting.
Yeah.
And so then he hears like his grandpa's advice, but his grandpa's a creepy dead zombie.
Yes. And then his jaw falls off at the end.
That was creepy, dude. That scared me so. But I never even wanted to watch Hey Arnold because
I would
was
tell you
afraid it would be
zombie
that
grandpa and then you
episode.
say, no.
And I'd be like, is that zombie grandpa? Because it was before I could even read.
Yeah, is that zombie? You would always ask that, true. Is that zombie grandpa? Every episode, she would ask that. Jenny would love Happy Tree Friends. I don't know, should I show her now? So what would you rate zombie grandpa?
Zombie grandpa is a 6 also.
Really?
That used to really scare me. Hey Arnold had its disturbing moments. A lot of them.
I couldn't find The Ghost Bride. I used to like it a lot. It never scared me. I was like intrigued by it. All right, so let's see. And of course, how could we have this list without showing the number one reason why you didn't go to the movies was because of this thing.
That's scary.
You still scared right now a little bit.
I have PTSD.
This would be Jenny in the theater. I'm not even exaggerating. That's how she would get for many years.
Yeah, I would make mom go outside so I wouldn't have to hear that.
Remember that time you took us? You made us go to watch Beauty and the Beast, which you had seen a million times.
I didn't make you go.
did. You were like, it's an IMAX. But you were scared of IMAX.
Dude, can you freaking tell me why they would tie you up as if it was a damn roller coaster?
In the IMAX
What the hell
theater?
was that all about?
Yeah, you couldn't pee.
Why?
I don't know. Back in the day, it was like that.
That was stupid. Why did they do that? That was effing stupid. Like, just go pee if you have to. Like, why do they limit people's pee? I hate that.
And then you started in the middle of it. I'm scared. The Beast is going to be loud.
I was also panicking because I was afraid I'd have to go pee.
Yeah, I always pee. For many years. Jess likes to say people make her do things, but no, I had to because I was a child. I was
too loud at
forced,
the
okay?
end. Yeah, right, Cam? Thank you, Cam.
Hi, Matt.
Cam makes sense once again.
Cam said that's cute. I don't know about that. All right, so let's see. I think I wanted to see something else,
Yeah,
but
what were the
you
things
were
you
scared.
were afraid of?
Oh, I got that for the end. All right, so we have, it's just, Jenny's list is so long that it's taken a long time. Okay, so, I wanted to get a repressed memory in here.
Okay.
So do you remember this? It is a website. This is
The
not.
live action Cat in the Hat is an abomination.
Do you remember?
Boogly. The Oogly Boogly?
Yes.
Yes.
This is 100% repressed.
I thought you had made that up.
No, I didn't. I told you that. Was it me who said that story to you and it scared you?
I don't remember what it was about. I just remember us talking about it.
And I would say it's the boogly, and then you'd be like, no, not the boogly.
I thought it was the Oogly Boogly.
Yeah, I thought it was the oogly boogly too. I actually spent quite a while trying to find what the F this was. Because I knew we thought we would talk about this. And I looked up boogly, oogly boogly. I think it did say like the oogly boogly man or something in the middle of it. But I couldn't find it under that title. So what I did was I ended up finding a Reddit thread. And of course, everybody on Reddit asks for the most obscure crap. Mm-hmm. And they said it was a triangular man that would chase this boy.
Oh.
And somebody said, you're looking for the boogly. So I couldn't find, this book is very mysterious because I couldn't find any other pages, any other illustrations. I couldn't even find it on Amazon. Like, this is one of the only few pages that's out there. So this was a very rare thing you were scared of, too.
Yeah, I remember, like, picturing a triangle thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was an actual book.
Oh, so I just told you about it. And you got scared by something I just said to you. I just relayed this.
Yeah, honestly, it was so long ago, I barely even remember.
You were very little. I think they had it, like, in the library class. They would always read a story. One of the classes was library. And so I think I was like, oh, I got to, this is scary. I got to tell Jenny.
Mr. Boogedy and Bride of Boogedy? Never heard of that.
Boogly. This is The Boogly by David Drew. It's just this square thing with arms that would chase this kid.
It's all unavailable. Buy new copy, unavailable. Ebook copy, unavailable.
Yeah, in this website it was, but in other places there were some. People with the best imagination get spooked.
Yes.
Okay, let me see.
Veggie Tales.
Oh,
Yeah,
how can I
VeggieTales is
forget
good.
the other thing that I were to repeat to you? I used to repeat to you this, like, when we were in the other house, which means that you were at least 6 was the oldest you were. So you were probably like 4 or 5. No.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
This old man.
Oh, Hoover Dam.
The Hoover Dam. Okay, so growing up in Las Vegas, we would hear a lot of stories that the Hoover Dam, while they were building it like that with the concrete, a lot of people fell in and the concrete landed on top of them. So there were dead bodies in the Hoover Dam. That's what we always used to hear. And it turns out that we were correct, that there were dead bodies in Lake Mead. So I would go up to Jenny and say, Hoover Dam. And then she would scream. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Because dead bodies, it's creepy.
Okay, but why just saying Hoover Dam? What is it? I didn't
don't
even
know,
say dead
because
body.
it's a creepy word.
Hoover Dam is not a creepy word.
Hoover is creepy.
Hoover's President Hoover. And
It is.
Tim Burton. I loved Beetlejuice and the Monster Under My Bed.
Movie
Oh
had me
yeah,
checking
I
my
remember
bed.
that.
Yeah.
I was actually a bigger fan of Halloween growing up than Jenny was, and now she's all about it. So you never know, things change.
Yeah.
Hoover Dam. All right, so turns out that all that spook that you had about Hoover Dam was actually right on the money, because this year they found dead bodies at Hoover Dam once like the lake started
Really?
receding in Vegas. Oh, you know about that? In Lake Mead, they found like 3 bodies
Oh my god.
in there because the water dried up
How
so
did
much.
they get there?
Okay, that's the question. Some people think it was a mob hit because the body was in a barrel. So there was a skeleton in a barrel that just was there
my
by the
God.
shore. And we're going to
What?
see it right now. Hold on.
During the drought? Oh, wow.
Here we go. This was...
Right now, investigators trying to figure out whose remained paddleboaters found at Lake Mead. Police telling us there's no evidence of foul play here, but it begs
That's a
the
skull.
question, how many more bodies will be found now
Wouldn't
that
that be,
the
like,
lake is
really
at
old?
record low levels?
Well, they think
thanks
the
for
guy
joining
went
us here
missing in
at
1977, so it's not that old.
It is kind of old.
It's old, but Hoffa.
Bay over the weekend. The body in the barrel we've been telling you about, that one that was found near Hemingway Harbor as well. Christian Casara.
So, I mean, you were onto something.
Wow. Live in studio with more.
That's where people actually dispose dead bodies.
Lots of mysteries to light now, despite
Yeah, you remember was it Roger?
Yeah,
Rover
Rover Dangerfield.
Rover
Yeah,
Dangerfield.
he threw him in
They
the...
threw him in the lake in Lake Mead over Hoover Dam in a barrel.
No, it was in a bag.
Oh, it was in a bag, yeah. It was like some sort of container,
Yeah.
and he couldn't get out. And I thought that was horrendous. That was another movie I liked.
There's a big difference between recreational diving and underwater criminal investigation.
Yeah, I never wanted to go scuba diving in Lake Mead because I always thought it was just so creepy. You know, it's so muddy, it's ugly. There's only carp down
Didn't, like,
there.
more people die in there not that long ago?
Yeah, they found a few more bodies.
But didn't some people, like, drown there or something?
Drown.
Yeah, weren't they, like, in a boat or, like, in a little floaty and then, like, died?
In Lake Mead?
Yeah, wasn't
I
it?
don't know. I didn't hear about that. I know some people have died in other lakes recently. Could have sworn it was Lake Mead. All right, so we've got that, and we
That
have
was Jess's dumping spot.
dumping spot. That's where I put all my enemies. Oh yeah, if you
It
get
whispers
close.
to Jenny. What?
All right, so let's see. Now we gotta show my. I'm gonna show my nightmare fuel. So I wasn't really scared of this because I watched this movie a million times, and the movie was Brave Little Toaster. So Brave Little Toaster was about a toaster that was brave. No, it was a toaster with all these appliances that were looking for their owner. And so the maker of this movie was actually also the writer for Toy Story. So this guy was obsessed with inanimate objects that were coming to life. And one of the scenes was the air conditioner freaks the F out.
Dude, this movie had a lot of disturbing moments.
It did, and I didn't even realize
I
it
wasn't
too
even
much.
gonna say it. I was gonna say the one where the flower was dying.
Oh yeah, that was messed up too.
I think you're jealous.
So this
Nice.
guy,
She wasn't afraid of it.
I was maybe
How
afraid
old
of
is
it.
this freaking movie?
It's in the 80s, but they used to play it a lot.
Yeah. It looks so freaking
I would
old.
watch the VHS.
It's back to that stupid static again.
This is Phil Hartman.
I don't know what's going on in here. I know what's
This guy just has a meltdown. His air.
conspiracy. And everyone
I thought it was creepy, but I watched it a lot.
just 'cause you can move around, you think
But I consider something scary. Okay. Okay, I was saying that I was scared of it. I say that it counts like if you don't want to watch it. Like a lot of things that Jenny was scared of, she would avoid it. Like the grandpa.
Yeah.
Like the dust bunny. Like I saw this and I acknowledged, like, oh, this is creepy. But I watched it a lot. I wasn't scared of it.
I was designed to stick in a wall. I like being stuck in this stupid wall. Can't help it if the kid was too short to reach my dials.
We didn't mean it. Really?
What happened to the kid? I don't remember.
He just moved away. This is what happened to our actual
How
air
did this movie
conditioning.
end?
They find the kid. And then this shot was creepy too. I thought it was morbid.
Yeah.
There's a lot of death in this movie, actually.
I felt bad for him.
I've watched that. I watched that a lot, and Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars was so trippy.
Yeah, and then the flower scene and
The flower scene was depressing. It was this flower that saw herself in the reflection. I mean, you remember it well.
and she was dying.
And she was like wilting, and then she thought the toaster was also a flower.
Oh.
But the toaster was a toaster, and
It
he's
was just
like,
her reflection.
yeah, I'm not a flower. And then she gets sad because she's alone and dies. Like, she wilts. And it was depressing. They see her dead. Biggest
The
mistake
boat
to
scene.
watch. Oh, Fire in the Sky, alien abduction scene. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've seen that. I've heard about it. The boat scene in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I didn't watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for years.
Do you mean Willy Wonka and the
Hola,
Chocolate
Oreo.
Factory? That is depressing. That is really depressing.
Okay, so we've got one more Brave Little Toaster. Do you
I don't know
remember
what
this?
Fire in the Sky is. What was this? I
This was the
kinda
kid.
remember.
Cam, is this you? I just never. Okay, the older I got, I was like, why did this kid have such a close relationship with a toaster?
It's a good
You know, it's like a
question.
weird appliance to get obsessed with.
Was
So this is
real or
a nightmare.
dream?
This is a nightmare the toaster had.
A clown?
Mm-hmm. He's a firefighter clown. Comes out of freaking nowhere. That clown had nothing to do with this whole movie. I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, that's. I don't remember that at all.
What would you rate this? You don't remember this. You didn't watch this that much. That's
I
why.
did. I remembered the hair conditioner and the flower, and then like the blankets, like.
Because this was
floating.
the fast part. That's what it was. The other parts were longer.
I don't remember this. I feel like this would have scared me. And I
Maybe
don't
it
remember
did.
at
I don't
all.
know. You don't remember. You blocked it. What do you
That
rate it
would
now?
probably be like a 4.
Okay.
It's gonna be traumatizing.
All right. So we
Metaphors.
have another one. This one really traumatized me. This has got to be one of the two things that I was actually afraid of that I never repeated. So I saw this one day on TV just playing, and I had nightmares about this, about like skeletons and stuff.
Fly?
The fly. You know, the
Oh,
fly's
it's the
coming
Black
up.
Cauldron.
The
isn't it?
Black Cauldron. So I actually was never able to see it again for years and years and years. Like they wouldn't even play it on TV anymore.
Mhm.
But I saw it on TV once, and it was the Horned King. That was his name. It was like a skeleton with like these horns on his head. And dude, did that creep me out. I had nightmares that a skeleton was yelling at me in my room, screaming. I think it was sleep paralysis now. I had a dream that I was awake and there was like a skeleton just casually talking to me. Then he gets angry at me like the air conditioner.
Oh yeah,
and
you used
starts
to tell me that
screaming.
dream. You used to say that so much.
It was so scary. Okay, so this was I think what inspired it. I had to go back into my subconscious to pull this out. So this was the skeleton. This truly scared me. This was my nightmare fuel right here.
I think I saw part of this when I was a little older. Yeah, it didn't like scare me.
Yeah, I was like, this was in the first house, so I might have
Yeah.
been easily 6 when I saw this,
Yeah.
or even maybe littler, because this for years was like my trauma. And like this movie felt old as hell.
I know, it looks
Too, like
pretty
it
old.
adds. Look, tell me this is not terrifying. Look at that. Look at this dude. Why is he walking like that?
Gotta pee. They're gonna show his face.
Well, he's showing it. He's just slow like this, man. He's the embodiment of death and evil. So creepy. This is creepier than anything else.
So it's like Skeletor.
Yeah, kind of. With a robe.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy for a kid's movie.
Yeah. So you don't expect it.
Yeah.
And then he brings like the armies to death of the dead alive. Look at this. Psst, tell me this isn't metal. As all hell. And this is when he dies.
When who dies?
The Horn King. Like, he doesn't want to even let go of his life. I only saw this once as a child. He's like clawing on to the side.
Wait. Why are they saying rip?
Because he died there.
They're not saying that. We didn't get shut down, did we?
Oh, we got.
Being suspended for policy violations.
Oh, so not because we were playing Disney.
What?
Were you?
But just a clip? A movie clip?
Oh, God.
What was the violation?
No say.
It was like a little piece, and we were talking over it
No,
too.
that can't be, dude. People literally like.
How did they know? Those copyright bots are in advanced, people are saying. The Disney ninjas really got them. That really sucks.
But does it say why?
Except for policy violation, I saw up on my.
But what is the policy violation?
The Black Cauldron is based on a real legend. Very frustrating. Come back. So can we just start it up again, or what do we do? We did? Those other ones were Disney. Alright, the volume's up now.
We don't know what the heck happened.
Which one is mine? See, that's why, you see why I don't like the Black Cauldron?
It's cursed.
It is cursed. So we're back. I blame Disney.
Well,
yes.
Why did it come back then?
So strange.
Well, we played the Toy Story clip.
We did play a Toy Story clip. I thought Toy Story would be more, I don't know. This chat. This OBS is killing me too. Thank you guys. Thank you for waiting. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what the heck. is wrong with YouTube and just you can't even play 2 seconds of a skeleton dying. And you know what? This is actually one of Disney's biggest failures too, because they had an era where they didn't have a lot of movies that did well. This was like in 1985. It looks really old, but it's actually 1985. They got the rights to it earlier, and they had it for years. They couldn't make it, and it was a nightmare to make. And the guy that was the head of Disney actually had to cut it up so much because it was graphic. There were decapitations. And the guy was like, yeah, the head of Disney, we can't do this because this is a children's movie. And so they were like, the animator was like, I don't care. But they ended up cutting it up, and it didn't do well at the box office. And a lot of people don't know what it is. And it's true, I only saw it once growing up, and it did scar me. And I guess they really don't want anybody to talk about it because YouTube, like, just shut us down for that.
2 seconds of Bruno and now this.
I know. Old Disney was wild. It was. That horned dude is a real ancient Celtic god.
I once saw a piece of a movie, and I still don't know to this day what the heck movie it even was. And I tried looking for it once, and I couldn't find it. But it was like this... It was a cartoon about these kids in a jack-o'-lantern. And so I don't even know what it was about because I had gotten there towards the end. So then, like, these kids were, like, in this... I don't know, this catacomb place. And then the one kid was, like, at the end of the hallway.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Because I probably told you this.
Yeah.
And he was, like, tied up in spider webs holding a jack-o'-lantern. And so then the other kid was like, I have to run to save him. So then as he was, like, running down the hall, like, the zombies and the skeletons were, like, reaching out to grab him. And I don't know, that movie just gave me the worst vibes I've ever... But then in the end, they, like, escaped, and then they had the jack-o'-lantern. I don't know, it was, like... It just felt demonic.
I don't know. You told me about that. I think there was a movie... Was it the same one where the kid has to sacrifice years of his life
I think
to
it was
give
something
to the
like
friend?
That. Yes.
And I was like... I remember seeing that and thinking, that's messed up.
What the heck movie was that?
I don't remember. Does anybody know what we're talking about? Did we dream this? Did we have a shared dream?
I remember it pretty clearly, and I've only ever seen it once, and I don't even know what it was.
There's a good documentary about the period called Walking Sleeping Beauty.
Good Night, NY Girl.
Yeah, it was the period before the Disney animated Renaissance. Don Bluth, yes, it was a Don Bluth film. He also did Iron Giant. Iron Giant was great. American Tail, Land Before Time. All those I've watched a lot. Especially Land Before Time.
James and the Giant Peach is a good one.
Oh, yeah. You used to think that was creepy, too. I forgot about that one.
I didn't think it was that creepy.
We watched it together, yeah. Who did you think was creepy? Was it the skeleton, which was Jack Skellington?
No, I don't remember thinking anything was creepy.
I don't know why I have that feeling that you
thinks that I thought everything was creepy.
Because you kind of did, though. I was going to put the Dead Rising, which is pretty metal, and I can't. No, I'm not going to do it. Okay, so let's see if this other one. Okay, so one day I walked in to my parents' room, and they were watching The Fly. I don't know why they were watching The Fly, because it had been out for a long time already at that point. And I look at the TV, and there's a man vomiting on another man's hand, and the man's hand is deteriorating, and he's like vomiting. It's
probably so cheesy.
And I saw this when I was 3 years old, and this scarred me for so many years. Like, I didn't even walk into that room ever again. I don't know if that was their plan to never have me walk in, but it scared me so much. And I think that's one of the reasons I hate vomiting. I think I just put that together now, like in therapy. This has been therapy for me.
Nobody likes vomiting.
It is horrendous.
The Fly is
so here we got, I actually have the scene right here, so you can judge for yourself. What would you rate the Black Cauldron if you would have seen it when you were little?
That probably would have really scared me when I was little.
Yeah, I would tell you about it because you never even were able to see it.
When I was like little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Cherry, how are you?
It was like dark.
Yeah, it doesn't look.
Yeah.
That looks demonic. I don't know. It's freaking weird.
Okay, so it was this scene. Here we go. I'm going to do this. Look, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it.
Why you tell Jenny what she was and wasn't afraid of?
Here we go.
The heck? Ew.
I walked in that precise part.
That is nasty. What is that, milk? Ew.
Dude, Dude, tell me this isn't like the most terrifying
That's
thing
so
to ever
cheesy.
see out
That
of
looks
nowhere.
like ketchup and mayo on his head.
Dude, you 3. Can you imagine walking into that? Jeff Goldblum, all like that,
sucky.
vomiting.
That doesn't even look like Jeff Goldblum. That looks like Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke, maybe now. So that was my nightmare fuel right there. It's the acid.
Slides, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know about that.
I've never seen that. That's my first time ever seeing that.
He makes an appearance sans hands.
I even thought about watching The Fly the other day when we didn't have anything to watch. And I was like, dude, that's probably so cheesy.
It's not cheesy. My mom always says that's a good movie.
Dude. And so then it's how we watched The Shining, but I don't think anything could have been worse than The Shining.
Now when Jess sees a fly, she runs and screams. I didn't even know that was a fly. I don't know what the heck that was.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
It's like a burnt guy vomiting white.
I remember I walked in, I saw it, and I screamed and I ran out. That's like
What
the
a
only time
baby.
Dude. You kidding me? If you would have seen this, you would have had a heart attack.
What a baby.
You said you almost had a heart attack hearing drums.
Yeah, it was a real heart attack.
All right, so let's see. We've got... So then we have one more. So Lance Burton for you. This is
Dude,
what
I
you were
wasn't
so
scared of Lance Burton.
You were so scared of going
I
to see
just
Lance
didn't want to
Burton.
go because it was going to be loud.
Okay, again with the loud thing.
That is exactly why.
There you go. I found the old commercial they used to play in Las Vegas.
No.
You remember this?
No.
Wow, you don't remember this? He used to play it so much.
That's cheesy.
I wanted to go so bad to this when I was
Doesn't he
little.
follow you on Twitter or something?
He does. He does follow me. I actually met him. He's actually my friend now. I didn't mean he does follow me on Twitter too. He's my Facebook friend. He's my friend.
He's my friend. He's my friend. Well, that
You're my
clown
best
was
friend.
kinda
You're my
creepy.
best friend. They used to play this so much.
With the magic of Lance Burton.
The magic of Lance Burton. Well, I don't remember that, so I wasn't scared of that. I was scared. I just didn't want to be loud.
I just wanted to show
I
people
would
what
literally
Lance
just
Burton
imagine,
was.
like, puh, and then just like super loud.
What is a puff?
Like, he like has a rag and then it like turns into fire or something. Travis does better magic.
Oh God. All right, so you walked in on a freaky movie called Puppet Master. Oh geez, I've never seen that. Jenny, watch The Exorcist, says Cam. Will you ever watch The Exorcist with the chat? Because there's vomiting in that too.
It's like really fake vomiting. It looks just like a hose behind her head.
Ashlyn says she never liked the concept of a tooth fairy. It is a weird concept.
That is weird. They sneak into your room and why would you even want your
Okay, I have something scary right here.
It's just, is that a stupid mommy thing?
No. This was another thing that terrified Jenny
I
growing
hate that,
up.
dude.
You hate this?
I had one of my own, but I think I threw it away a few years ago.
This was actually a remake of Me when I was little.
Yeah, I had one of myself too.
It was like My Doll or Me Doll or something to that effect, right? So
That thing is possessed.
This thing is possessed. This here? Let's
Yes.
see. You're saying this is possessed right here?
That thing is possessed. Get that away from me.
You gotta confront your childhood trauma. I've hid it under there. You didn't even see it this whole time.
I did not see it. I used to have one, and even in like when I was freaking older, a teenager, I had it like up on the armoire, and I would just like look at it at night, making sure it wouldn't look at me.
Yeah, you had one that looked like you too.
I don't know why I still had it up there. It scared me.
And you threw it out, or you made Mom throw it out.
I did throw it out because it was possessed by a demon.
So is this one also possessed by a demon?
That one's also possessed by a demon. Okay, and so I'd have dreams that thing would come to life, or it would turn its head and look at me.
Yeah, it used to be on a shelf, the doll.
It was on my armoire. It was on the top. I still remember exactly. I was sleeping here, the doll was on the armoire, and it was like facing that way. But then I would always be afraid that it would turn its head.
Didn't you have a sleep paralysis dream once that turned its head?
Yes, I'm pretty sure I dreamt that once.
You did, because you would tell me about it too.
And I also hated this one too when I slept in your room.
Yeah,
So
but
it's like
also,
I couldn't escape these things.
it was like also in my shelf.
I hated it.
But since I picked the dress and all that, like I felt I can't get
I
rid
know.
of it.
I was really little when we got these, but I still remember picking the dress for that.
That's Jess's ghost doll. This is my twin. What are you talking about?
You could sell that on eBay as a haunted doll.
I mean, people would know the difference.
The doll moved its head that actually happened.
The doll in Genma Onimusha video game is scary.
Dude, I swear I would see it blink.
This one? Or in yours?
Either one, I would see it blink.
Really?
Yes.
I don't even think they have the capability to blink.
They don't.
We used to have one that did.
That's like the boy. That's literally exactly like the boy. You had an armor. Still has a clown doll he calls Bobo the clown in his closet, and his closet was always half open.
Jeez.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
It just blinked right now. They do blink. I just saw it.
This thing, don't even touch it. Get it away from me. It's possessed. And I once, and only a few years ago, maybe like 4 years ago, I had a dream that I opened my door and the doll was outside of it.
Wow.
And then I was going to try to throw it out the window, but then it like dug its nails into my legs and scratched my legs.
Oh my god, that's creepy. That's terrifying.
Yes, that was pretty recent, and it was this doll.
It was this one?
Yes.
Oh, you gotta confront it, Jenny.
Get away. I need a cross.
It doesn't mean any harm. It's just
Yeah,
it just wants to play with you. It wants to be your friend.
No. Stop. Thank you, Ransford. Why not just kick the doll? They are tiny.
Because it'll claw into your leg.
Exactly.
She just answered why.
Yeah, I tried throwing it out the window and it scratched my legs.
I love the movie Annabelle.
Yeah, I like Annabelle too. But Annabelle's really creepy. Who would have that doll just like unironically?
Yeah.
You know?
And I used to have it like also
we should
like in
watch
a bun.
that movie actually.
I could put it in a bun. It'll look more like me
Should
right
watch
now.
Annabelle.
Yeah, Annabelle isn't bad. I haven't seen any of those movies. Okay.
What nightmare fuel do you have for dinner before going to sleep at night?
I mean, do you have any nightmare fuel you would like to cover that we have not covered? I feel like I got a pretty comprehensive list.
That pumpkin thing
I
that
don't
I've
know
never
what
been
that's
able
called.
to found. Yeah. Let me think. Yeah, the dying flower in Brave Little Toaster. The dog getting punched. What is this? Just that go fun? You're spelling it all wrong.
I also can't really see.
What is the rap rat? What are you talking about?
Is it this?
What voice did the doll have? I wanna kill you. That's not.
No, it wasn't
cartoon.
animated. Yeah, it was animated.
What is that?
I forgot the A, but I think it still doesn't qualify. Is it this?
Gosh,
No.
future girlfriend.
Yeah, I would have to find it for next time. I don't know what that's even called. I'm gonna have to go
Yeah.
into down the rabbit hole to see what it is. I can find the flower.
No, I don't want to see the flower. That's depressing. The flower was more depressing than like scary, you know.
And also, it was depressing. Bubbles kicking that dog.
Yes, I hated that. I couldn't stand Bubbles.
Oh my gosh, I never liked Bubbles either.
Yeah, they're all idiots, honestly. How old are they supposed to be? Like 4?
Yeah, they're supposed
Weren't
to be
they
babies.
in preschool?
Well, they were supposed to be like an experiment, a lab experiment.
They were 4-year-old girls.
That could be Gosh's future girlfriend.
That would fight. How freaking stupid is that? Powerpuff Girls suck. Cancel the Powerpuff Girls.
What
the
voice-
villains are cooler.
What voice would the doll have?
I just said it. You didn't hear me?
No, it wasn't.
I wanna kill you.
Oh, I thought you were just saying that.
Launderman. What is stupidity?
Did you also think that Toy Story was a bit? Yeah, it was the same maker. One of the same writers.
Similar concept.
Yeah, inanimate objects. I think that's why I became a hoarder. Because I felt bad throwing things away because then they had like consciousness. It really.
When I used to take a shower, I used to like pretend that the shampoo bottles were alive. And they would like talk to each other.
What voice would this have?
Hey,
so you still have it.
And then like the Pepsi would be like, oh no, I'm gonna get into the garbage. He's like, don't worry, it'll be okay. And so I remember once the shampoo had run out and Mom was gonna throw it away. And I was like, no, please don't throw it away. She was like, why? And I couldn't tell her it's because I had a personality for it. It sounded too crazy. So I think that it died.
Wow. Rip. All right, so
I'm not 3 years older than you, Dylan. What are you talking about? When Beauty and the Beast came out, I wasn't born. You know that, right?
All right, so let's see. What do we have?
What would our toilet say?
Okay, so you said that you have any fan fiction that you have, just get it out of your system, or should we wait?
Sure. Oh,
Okay.
no. No, what did you want?
No, we were going to talk about Rings of Power.
Oh, okay.
So you haven't seen the Lord of the Rings show, anything about it, any videos about it?
Nope.
Any
just heard you
recaps?
talk about it.
Okay, so there is a show called Rings of Power that is supposed to be a prequel to the Lord of the Rings that's out on Amazon. Amazon spent $1 billion trying to make this. They didn't hire Peter Jackson for it, which is a director of Lord of the Rings. They didn't consult with any Tolkien experts for it. And so what came out of that was hot garbage. I haven't seen the finale yet. I actually watched 2 episodes yesterday, and it was horrendous. It's so boring. Each episode is like an hour and 10 minutes long. The writing is atrocious. I'm going to get, hold on. I'm going to get my notes right now.
Cam, did he watch it?
He did watch it. Okay, so they have some of the characters that you hear about like in the prologue of Lord of the Rings. So they have Isildur. You remember he's the one who Elrond said, you got to cast it into the fire. And he says, no. And he says, Isildur! Like that.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? That's right at the beginning of Lord of the Rings during the prologue.
Oh.
Well, in this show, they do so many freaking callbacks to Lord of the Rings. Like, if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings and you've seen it a million times, you will recognize each of these callbacks. But they're doing it in such a lazy way. It's almost like they're plagiarizing to tell people, like, oh, you remember this? Do you remember when this happened? So every time they, like, talk to this Isildur character, who, by the way, looks nothing like the other actor who was Isildur in the freaking prologue. He looks like he should be singing salsa, like, really. Like, he doesn't look, he looks like Mark Antony. Doesn't look anything like the original guy who had this beard and had this whole other look to him. So, I think that was a mistake. So every time anybody refers to this guy,
he cuts the ring off Sauron's hand.
Yes. But when he's about to throw the ring, they say Isildur, and so then every time in the show when somebody talks to him, they say Isildur. Like every time this guy's been announced, they say that, and they just like, oh, you remember? Isn't that funny? They're saying Isildur the same way that Hugo Weaving said Isildur in the prologue. Like, you remember that? Dude, enough. Okay, so the accents in this show, all right, are atrocious. So sometimes they're Irish, sometimes they're Scottish, sometimes they're a little British. It's like they have no definition in the accents. They're so inconsistent. Like, 2 people from the same freaking place can have the different accents. They don't even have the same accent. Like, there's like this village that came out of nowhere. Okay, this is, I don't know where they picked this up. I'm peeking from the anger of this. So there is, I think, a village of where Mordor used to be, and these idiot people, they make up these characters that were not in anything of the book, and they try to like just force these stupid romances that nobody cares about. That's a whole different thing. But anyway, yeah, the mom has a different accent than the kid, completely like 33, and then like another person has another accent. It's so bad. I can't do an Irish accent, but it's this. You know what? I might as well do an Irish accent. They should have casted me for the role, because these people don't know how to do one either. And so you remember how Gimli was a Scottish accent? Also, the dwarves have different accents. Like Durin and then his son, one sounds Irish and the other sounds Scottish. And it's just infuriating how nobody sounds the same. And then the guy's wife also sounds different.
Was Gloin in
Not
the
even,
Hobbit?
Mark Anthony's a great singer, man.
Was Gloin in the Hobbit?
Gloin? I think he was.
I can't remember if he had a Scottish accent or not.
Yeah, so okay, that's another question I want. So in The Hobbit, the dwarves were too sexy. Like, you had Fili.
You had three sexy dwarves.
You had
Keely, Fili,
you had
and Thorin.
I'm peeking like crazy. I'm gonna have to stand over here.
Stop peeking. Stop peeking.
You had Thorin. You had all these that looked too human-like. They didn't look like Thorin. Now everybody here is ugly AF in this show. And the nose, okay, so it looks so cheap. It looks so cheap, like everything. The prosthetics looks cheap. It's like they spent $1 billion on this. They can't even get the nose right. You know how I know? Because I took a screenshot, and you can see this man's nose falling off of his face. Look at this. Look at it. Hold on. I'm going to get it.
Oh, Renal says the Halloween tree. I'm looking this up.
Oh, my God. Wow, Ronaldo coming through with the rabbit hole. All right, so let's see. I got this here. All right. I'm going to zoom on this nose, and then I'm going to put it widescreen so everyone can see it. Look at this. Look at this here. The adhesive.
Oh, my God. I think it actually is that.
Coño.
How did you know?
That's a great memory or great Googling skills.
It is old. It's from 93.
Galadriel looks like she ate Taco Bell. Yeah, she looks constipated all day.
So where's his...
Look at the nose here, Mita.
Uh-huh.
Look at this little crease there. Tell me
this
that's
could
not
be a wrinkle.
No, it's not a wrinkle. It's a badly applied. This is nose, and this is forehead.
It's just
it's
like...
obviously like just plastered. Just like
Maybe
they did
he
like...
just has a very wrinkled nose.
That's like how when Squidward put the nose on the statue of SpongeBob's, like Michelangelo's just there. It's not even
there,
blended.
Now it's art.
And the dwarves from the Hobbit didn't have that nose.
There, now it's dwarf. Bad prosthetic, I think.
Unpopular opinion, Game of Thrones was trash. Some of Game of Thrones was very good.
Dude, Leonard Nimoy was in that movie?
Wait, what?
The Halloween one?
Really? Interesting. We'll see it after this.
Whoa.
Because I gotta continue. So that's just one of the gripes that I have. But
Galadriel looks a foot shorter.
Also, that's not even... We're not even going to start with Galadriel. Galadriel's the worst protagonist of any
Galadriel's
show.
the main character?
Yes, she's the main character.
I hate that.
Unlikable. Never, like, one-dimensional. The worst acting. Such bad acting. Like, terrible narration, man. Okay, I know I've said this before on this podcast,
Sauron.
But the way she says Sauron, she says it exactly like that. She says
Okay,
it
if they're
exactly
trying to
like
get
that.
it the same as Isildur or whatever, but then Galadriel's completely different. Like,
Well, she does
stupid.
look a little more like
Hi, baby.
Kate Blanchett
But her
young.
voice.
Okay, but her acting is not the same at all. And the
Bruh.
voice does not sound
Does
anything.
she look like Galadriel when Galadriel was Galadriel?
Not really. No, because she's a warrior
Because
queen.
Galadriel
she's a warrior
is an
queen.
elf. She doesn't age.
Well,
so
she
she'd
aged
have
very
a young-
unlikable. Yes,
unless she's
so
a child.
unlikable. Come here, baby boy. Whoa, whoa.
Baby boy.
She's pretty insufferable. Oh my God. So she's like the biggest Mary Sue, and nothing she ever does is wrong. So I'm gonna give you a plot. I'm gonna summarize 10 hours of this crap series in 30 seconds right now. So her brother gets killed in some kind of war with Sauron. So she tries to get vengeance, and she says that he's alive somewhere out there in the world. The elves don't think he's still around. They're going to go to Valinor, which is like their weird hippy-dippy version of heaven, and they're on the boat, and Galadriel's on there, and guess what? She jumps out of the boat, and she swims literally an ocean by herself because she can do anything. She kills a cave troll. She thinks he's in this place. He's not in this place. Oh my gosh. She meets this hunky dude on a ship, and well, they're on a raft together. Oh, they survived this sea monster,
Hunky dude.
and then they go.
Was a human?
A human, yeah. To what Minas Tirith used to be. You remember in Lord of the Rings, Gondor? It's like the Gondor capital, but it wasn't Gondor. It's where the Numenorians live, which are Aragorn's ancestors. That's a lot of nerd talk right there. But anyway, they kind of pretend like you know this because they give it a lot of winks. Like they make the hunky guy look kind of like Aragorn, but like not Aragorn, if that makes sense. Like not as masculine. So he doesn't have like the gravitas, but he's better than Galadriel because anybody's more likable than her. Or anybody next to her is like already.
What, she wasn't married already?
No, which she is married in the Lord of the Rings. You can see in the when she's giving.
She was married to
the
Celeborn.
advice. Yeah, she's married. So she even knows. You see, when she's reading
Patrick.
the mind of Sam and Frodo and the Fellowship, she's standing there with the guy who was her husband. So where's the husband? We don't know. They're kind of flirting on and off. They go to this other place. So they team up with the Numenorians to go and I don't know find Sauron. And so then there's these hobbits that are not hobbits because they don't have the rights to say hobbits. So they're half-foots or harfoots. I don't know. It's so stupid. And they don't have hair on their feet. And they're just freaking idiots. And they got this girl who looks like Elijah Wood with the big blue eyes like that. This is my version of your Liv Tyler. That's the girl. And she meets this giant man with a beard that crashes into the ground. And it turns out people think it's Gandalf. It's unconfirmed. He doesn't know how to speak. He's like, oh. He's like dementia or something. He's got amnesia-ish, dementia, some form of dementia.
He's a giant?
He's a giant compared to these little people.
I thought it was like
right?
an actual giant.
So the hobbits don't have a shire. They're like Neanderthal hobbits. And so they keep walking and walking and walking, because that's their goal, is to walk along. And they're supposed to be jolly people, but if one of their family members get dropped along, like something happens, they get hurt, guess what? They're like, we leave you, bitch. We're out of here. So they're not that good of people. If your family member gets hurt, the main goal is we have to keep walking. We have to keep walking. So just, I don't know, just undermines. They're just so unlikable.
30 seconds. It's been like 3 minutes.
Everybody's so unlikable.
My 21st pilot.
So anyway, that's that side. So you know how Lord of the Rings had different stories, but that
what the heck is even the point of this?
Literally, there is no point, Jenny. There's no point.
What is the conclusion?
I know what happens in the last episode, but I don't know if Cam wants to know because he hasn't finished it yet.
Spoiler, it's totally Gandalf. Spoiler.
No, it's not Gandalf yet. They haven't officially confirmed it, even though everybody with half a brain. So then he says like little things Gandalf used to say, and they use shots from the movies, like when Gandalf says, "Don't tempt me, Bilbo Baggins." When he says that, it uses like the same kind of angles, the same kind of like a score a little bit. They're such copycats, and they diss Peter Jackson to even direct this. But they're such copycats using the same shots over and over and over again. And like little things like, at one point he says, "Oh, my nose remembers. Always follow your nose," which is what he says in the Mines of Moria. It's like they can't even come up with new lines.
Follow your fake
and
nose.
then, okay. And then they come up with these stupid, the lines that they do come up are freaking horrendous. They have these stupid little metaphors for everything. And they think it's so deep. And it's the crappiest crap. It's nothing from the book. It's nothing Tolkien. Okay, how does this sound to you? It says, even the hottest coals eventually cool.
No crap.
Because that's what they tell the dwarf. Okay, and that's another thing. So, you remember Elrond, right? It's Hugo Weaving. Is the guy from The Matrix. Agent Smith. It's this guy right here.
Yep.
So hold on.
I have one. Even the stinkiest poop gets flushed. It's pretty deep.
All right. So you remember this guy? That was Elrond in the movie.
Hugo
Do you think this looks like a young version of that man?
What the effing crap? Is that supposed to be Elrond?
Yes!
I thought that was an aged Tom Holland.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Absolutely no. Why is his hair short? Don't elves have long hair?
That's what I'm saying. Why is his hair short? Why does he look nothing?
Yeah, I hate this. I would hate this.
Nothing. Dude, oh my god. Oh my god.
Just the fact that they change the
this.
characters, I hate when they do that. I'm already triggered when they do that with Star Trek and stuff.
Yes.
I hate that.
Looks like a younger Gollum. I love
He
your
does.
shirt. Yes, it is for my merch store.
Jess, tell us about Elrond and Durin.
Yeah, I'm getting to that, Cam. So
Jennifer Salke.
So does this man look anything like this man here?
Absolutely not.
Look at the difference!
So that's supposed to be younger Elrond. They look the same age.
Why is the... Okay, all right, I'm going to break this down. Why is the ear like that? Look at his ear.
That doesn't look like an elf. That looks like a... I don't know. It looks like something, but it doesn't look like an elf.
It looks like something.
That looks like if Peter Pan had pointy ears.
Doesn't Peter Pan have pointy ears? I think he does.
Okay, then that's Peter Pan.
It's a wish version of Neil Patrick Harris. Remember when I said that it looked like somebody drew Neil Patrick Harris from memory, like a bad fan drawing.
But worse looking.
That's what he looks like, man.
Or going through puberty. Looks like a goblin. I don't know.
He does have a goblin-esque look.
It's definitely not an elf, though. Elves look fancy.
Okay, so him and this guy
That's
here.
a trashy elf.
Yeah, that's what everybody is in the show. They're a trashy elf. So they're trying to convince the dwarves in the show to give them the mithril, which is what Bilbo was giving Frodo when he had the little freak attack.
The shirt?
The shirt, yeah. So they say that the mithril, you know what, they explain so badly, I don't even know what the hell they're doing. They were supposed to get the mithril because the elves are getting some sort of weird disease, and without the mithril, like the leaves are dying.
Is it just one or is it multiple?
I don't even know. It doesn't even make any sense. But anyway, Elrond is there with that purpose, right? The dollar store Elrond. And so he and Durin, which is the dwarf with the plastered nose, have the weirdest chemistry. Like, it looks like they're about to do it. I'm not even joking.
Is it like a Sam and Frodo thing?
No, it's Sam and Frodo on steroids. It's Sam and Frodo times 1,000.
Baby, speaking of whoa, baby.
Whoa, the cat.
Yeah, won't get you.
So, in this last episode that I saw, which was the one before the finale, they're in the mines and they're mining. They're looking for the mithril in the mountain, right? And so then, once they get to it, like Elrond is like reclined like this, man. Like he's like drawing like one of your French girls. He's like reclined like this on the stone, and he's like saying, "Oh, I'm just winded from this." And he's looking at this other guy like this, the dwarf.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw. Did they say that? It says actual show dialogue.
Okay, so Corey is correct. I saw that later in Reddit. So later in the finale, the dwarf jumps onto a log and he says, "Give me the meat and give it to me raw." And then Elrond's face is like this.
What?
I crap you not on this.
Stop it, Sean.
What is stirring?
He's perving over Frodo.
Oh my gosh.
Stop, that's not funny. I'm seriously gonna ban you over that.
And then boy Frodo, you moaf.
Why
do you keep watching it so that I can crap on it? Well, because Cam is forcing me. Well, I feel like I do watch it because I have a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff in the back of my stream on Twitch. I have like a whole Lord of the Rings sign. I have the swords, thanks to Ronaldo and everybody. My cat is named Frodo. So I feel like I have a duty to have an opinion on this.
Sorry, baby. His name could have been Mofi.
Yeah, I have to have an opinion on this show because people ask me and they're like, "Why don't you watch it? Why don't you watch it?" Guess what? It's crap. My opinion is it's a travesty and it should be burned. And it's just so stupid. And I know what happens in the end, which makes it 1,000 times more stupid. But I don't know if I want to tell, because I know some people are watching it and I don't know if they want the surprise of how bad it is. Okay, it's like 100% hate watch crap.
Well, so you can correct it and say what's wrong about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason we're watching, is to correct and say what's wrong. It's just so many. It's just so, you know what it looks like? This is what I was telling Cam. It looks like a film student was doing Lord of the Rings. Like somebody who thinks they know how to do film, but they don't know how to write. Because they have a lot of wide angles that look nice, but the writing is like so mediocre. It's so amateur.
No spoilers.
It's horrendous.
What I hate about it, even though I haven't seen it, but it's just the same concept as what they do with Star Trek.
Exactly.
Guess what, idiots? Let's just move on from the same effing characters, because I think that's what people want to see.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the same characters being played
it
by people that don't play them as well as the original actors.
Yeah, they're just ruining it more.
So how about you just either make up some new characters or use a different part of the book or another book or nothing.
I'm on episode 6, but I don't mind
spoilers. Because this whole prequel dumbness, it doesn't even work with Lord of the Rings because nobody ages in that movie.
It's just terrible. So yeah, you've got the hobbits that don't care if you die, that leave you behind plotline. We're supposed to care about these people. They're just so cold-hearted, but they're also jolly at the same time. So choose one.
Are they hobbits or not?
They're Harfoots. They're hobbits before hobbits. They're like the ancestor to hobbits.
So hobbits don't even exist yet?
They don't even exist. It's so stupid.
That's stupid.
And so that's one. And then they have the Númenóreans, and then they have Galadriel, and then they have the elves, and then they have Elrond in his love affair with the dwarf with the plastered nose.
Which Star Trek? I'm talking about Discovery. That's
Discovery
what makes me so mad.
Like season 2?
Yes, because you know what? I was okay with Discovery even though it was supposed to be like in the past. But at least they didn't bring in any characters from the original.
Oh, didn't they have like abs Spock or something? Ripped Spock?
Not in the first season.
Okay.
But then in the second, when they start bringing in Captain Pike already, I'm already annoyed because they're going back into the territory of like the whatever, the Chris Pine crap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're gonna bring back Spock. You're gonna bring back Kirk. Shut the hell up. Just let it go. Why can't this be the same universe as the original Star Trek and as TNG and stuff? Like, why is it always like a different universe and the same characters?
They should just do something else.
Literally?
Like, what was the last one?
Exactly. Voyager was the last one. Do something after Voyager. But no, they think that people want to see Spock and they want to see that and they want to see that.
Stupid member berries.
Okay,
Member
if
this,
people back in
member that.
1987 when Next Generation came out, if they would have still been stuck on Spock and Kirk, we would have never gotten the new shows.
Exactly, which a lot of people didn't think that TNG was going to do good because the first 2 episodes, like, nobody liked because it was a Shakespearean thing.
Well, it was good.
And it got better, but they took a chance on it.
The last season was really good. I don't even care if it's good. I don't give a crap about the characters. F everybody. Because you know what? This Spock thing has to go. It has to stop. Until they make a new series after Voyager, I'm not watching anything Star Trek.
What about Picard? Isn't Picard technically?
Picard, yes, technically. I've only seen 1 episode, though.
I've heard that it was okay, and then it got bad.
I need to watch it. But at least, I'm going to say, at the very least, Picard is after. It's the same character, but it is Patrick Stewart playing Picard. And Data, at least Brent Spiner being Data.
Yeah.
Even though he looks a little old, but I mean, still he looks pretty good.
Considering.
Exactly.
So yeah, you know they're gonna do a revamp of TNG. You know that.
Oh my god, I would literally.
Who do you think could play Data?
Nobody.
You don't think this gentleman can play Data here?
No, he can't play Data. He could play Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
He looks like Tom Holland. Like old Tom Holland.
This man isn't even old though.
He looked 50.
Wow. Okay. Do you want to see that jack-o'-lantern thing? What was it called?
Oh, the Halloween tree.
All right, hold on.
What do you
give me 1 second.
Baby.
And then we can get Gosh.
You think a movie.
I don't know if we should spare the fan fiction for next time, because I got to do my stream too. A Halloween tree.
Yeah. Season 3 of Picard is TNG reunion. At least it'll be the original. Jennifer Salke. Okay, after this, look up Jennifer Salke.
What is that?
He says she looks like Galadriel. No fanfic. Shut up, Cam. You actually want to hear the fanfic. Yeah, I know you. I could read your mind.
The Eye in the Sky.
There are no Spock plot lines anymore. Wish granted. New seasons take place hundreds of years in the future. Really? Tom Holland no puede ser atropellado por un camión.
Coño.
30 years old.
So is it this?
Yeah, exactly. 21st pilot. Let me see.
I can't find like
this
the
is just
crypt.
like the intro.
Yeah, I can't find the crypt parts.
Did you look up Catacomb?
No.
What you want, baby?
I remember that kind of thing.
I remember this. I only saw one piece of it though.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how you spell Catacomb.
How's it?
C-A-T-A.
Oh, I'm sorry. I also can't see from here.
That's proof you enjoy the fab fiction since you want it. That I enjoy the fan fiction?
Oh,
yeah, my fan fiction, yes. No, Cam, shut the heck up, Cam. You've lost your sense that you once had earlier. It's my fan fiction. What did you type in?
Catacomb, Halloween tree. Or maybe like dead people.
Halloween tree chase, maybe. I got through half season 2 of Picard and couldn't watch it anymore. It's just a rehash of plot lines and no character growth.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm gonna have to do a deep search.
Mm.
Oh, the Tomb Chase. Maybe this is it. Oh, shut up, Larry. No, it can't
just
be
a
this.
song.
Yeah.
I don't remember it looking that old though. Like,
but I mean, they replay old things. That's what I'm saying on TV.
But it didn't look old.
Jess was right. You enjoy it. Yep.
No, she's talking about my own fan fiction, Cam. She's not talking about those crappy ones that those idiot kids write. Do you get it?
All right, bring Gosh, because I gotta pee. Or
I have
are
to
you gonna
pee.
are you gonna do your fan fiction?
Do you want to pee?
Maybe. Because I gotta get going soon. I gotta start my stream. Something happens to Data. Oh no.
Okay, stop.
I gotta
No spoilers,
pee for
please.
real because I'm not gonna go down under the desk like last time. So you better
Just squish through, bro.
I'm gonna squish. Squish.
Do your fan fiction. All right. All right. So last time I wrote a piece of fan fiction. I don't know if Cam heard it. It was about me and Bruno. And he was about to show me something. No, I'm still watching Picard. I just have to update a Paramount Plus on my iPad. Yeah, Sean. I'm surprised you're here without the cat being here. All right. So, I'm going to read the first one, and then I'm going to read the second one. Okay? So, this is called The Vision, Part 1. I heard it. It's similar to the one you told on stream. No. No, it isn't. It's like better. The Vision, Part 1. Jenny was particularly anxious to see him this day. She'd already crafted the perfect system on how to sneak into the walls of the casita without anyone seeing her. So as the day was nearing its end, she finished up in the classroom. She was teaching, by the way. And then headed down to the casita. The entire day she felt bored and empty with everyone and everything. Me every day. She only had one thing on her mind, and that was Bruno. She checked to see if the coast was clear. She saw Abuela sweeping something up and quickly sneaked right past her into the room where the secret door to the walls was. She was finally in. She sighed in relief as she looked around the darkness of what was behind the walls of the house, of the casita. It always creeped her out just a little bit. It was dark and grim, the rats running about and pooping. But she didn't care, because she was just glad to be able to see Bruno again. She walked through the mess of planks and wood and random things like old furniture, etc. She finally got to his door. Knock, knock, knock. She stood there for about 30 seconds until the door was slowly opened. Creak. Her heart fluttered and her eyes lit up as he slowly revealed himself from behind the door.
Ew.
There he was. A shy smile spread across his adorable face.
To do some acting to make this bearable.
Avengers crossover. Good night, Potato.
Bye, Potato.
Hey, he chuckled cutely. Come in. She stepped. That's like Psycho. She stepped in.
Psycho. Will you see this violence? We're gonna be taken down on YouTube again.
She stepped in and immediately hugged him and kissed his cheek. Jenny loved how easy it was to hug him. He was quite short, only a few inches taller than her, so she could easily wrap her arms around his shoulders. I knew you were doing something. How are you? She asked, standing rather close to him, placing her hands on his chest. I'm good, he said.
How are you?
I was beginning to worry you weren't going to be able to make it. His eyes would dart up and down, showcasing his insecure
I feel like we've
shyness.
seen. I feel like you've already read this last time.
It's almost. I know, but I was recapping.
Okay.
Jenny's stomach did a full-on somersault. She thought to herself, "Aw, he was waiting for me. He must have missed me." Of course I was able to make it, she said. I wouldn't miss coming here for anything, she said. She fluttered her eyelashes as she talked, her smile filled with pure adoration. They stopped and stared at each other for a second, Jenny wondering if they're going to kiss again, but then Bruno breaks eye contact and starts to speak. She was a little disappointed. She wished he would take more initiative sometimes. She let out a small sigh as he turned around. There's something I've been wanting to show you for a while, he said. Oh, she answered. What could it be? She thought to herself. She saw him reaching into a drawer and begin to pull out what looked like a vision. A million questions started running through her head. I thought he didn't have visions anymore. Is this an old vision? Is it something bad? Is it something about me? He walked toward her holding what was definitely a vision. Jenny braced herself for what it could be. Part 2. Jenny wished she wasn't as nervous as she was. Maybe the vision wasn't anything bad, but given what people in town would say about him, the visions were never good news. Bruno slowly inched toward her, holding the glowing green slab. He held it in his hands, facing away from her, so she couldn't see what it was just yet. Jenny studied his face. His eyes skimmed about the room as to avoid eye contact, and his demeanor seemed more anxious than she had seen him before. Bruno stuttered as he began to speak. It's something I've been wanting to show you from the start, but I just didn't know what to say at first. I had this vision many years ago and always wondered who it could be.
You're totally stealing this from the
No,
one that
I
I
had
showed
this.
you.
I thought it before.
Violent.
He began to slowly turn the slab around. His hands were shaking as he did so. Jenny's eyes were wide with anticipation. She tried to conceal her fears of what she thought it could be, but it was obvious she expected something awful. She was the kind of person to always assume the worst as to not face disappointment. When she finally laid her eyes on it, it took her a moment to process what it was she was seeing. She saw what looked like a woman and Bruno leaning into each other, about to kiss. Jenny's heart instantly sank. She felt all the blood drain from her face and couldn't hide her disappointment. What is that?
I can see you about to kiss.
She looked down at the ground for a moment as to compose herself and not immediately break down. She looked back up at Bruno, asking, "What's this?" Bruno looked extremely flustered and couldn't even form full words. He stood there muttering incoherently when Jenny gave the vision a second look. Before she gave her eyes a chance to fill with tears, she studied the two figures on the image a bit better. It was kind of hard to make out the faces, being that the figures looked to be made of sand. No!
Oh my god, so stupid.
No! You can't... I'm explaining. They were made of sand. You can barely tell what it is.
Oh.
But as she studied the woman a little better, she noticed that the woman seemed to have her same hair and dress. Could it be? She thought. She immediately shot herself down, thinking, it's too good to be true. Bruno was able to gather his thoughts and set the vision aside. He stumbled over his words as he spoke, but this time he at least formed full sentences. He looked unsure of where to place his hands as he fiddled around with his clothes and hair.
I'm doing exactly what
I had this vision over 10 years ago and never knew who it could be. It didn't look like anyone in town. I'd lost hope of ever meeting them, until... Jenny felt her heart was going to beat straight out of her chest. Was he going to say what she desperately wished he would? She held her breath with her hands clasped over her chest
Oh
as
my
she...
god, I didn't know you were doing this!
I'm gonna beat your ass.
I've never read
This
I
is
figured it out.
a dramatic moment.
It's a fish lady, says.
Jenny felt her heart was going to beat straight out of her chest. Was he going to say what she desperately wished he would? She held her breath with her hands clasped over her chest as she gazed at him intently. Until I saw you, he said. As he finished his thought, he let out another shy, unsure chuckle with a timid smile. That's so bad.
That's how you sound.
Jenny didn't even know what to say. It was clear he wasn't sure if telling her this might scare her off, but it did quite the opposite. She smiled as she could barely contain her excitement. She walked up to him and placed her hands on his shoulders. I'm so glad you showed me, she said, as all the fear she once had plastered all over her face was now completely erased. Her eyes gleamed with adoration once again. She smiled at him tenderly and slowly leaned in for a kiss. He held her tightly by the waist as she enjoyed the gentle touch of his soft
How do you know it was
lips,
soft? Oh.
not chapped. Could this moment have been the very vision
Bruno
he just...
felt ballistic. That's what this should be
I'm not... You want an atomic pinch?
Oh, wow.
This is beautiful at the end, and you're not listening.
Turning into smut, says Paul. Hey, Ella. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming after this, but Jenny has to read her fanfiction.
Could this moment
Gosh,
have
has to
been
say
the
hi.
very vision he'd just shown to her? It doesn't really matter. Because Jenny's heart was so filled with joy, she felt as if nothing else in the world held any importance. Not even you or you Bruno-hating losers! That's right. That's it?
Simp dance for yourself?
That wasn't a simp dance.
That was.
I wrote a good story dance.
How's a simp dance?
This is the simp dance.
It's the same, bro.
I wrote a good... Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Dave. I'm going to read this on my stream uninterrupted.
It's going to lose a lot of emphasis because you need the reenactment.
How beautiful. The point was...
I need that.
He had a vision about me before I was even there. Oh. Thank you, Ronaldo. And there's more where that came from.
Pity clubs.
That's right. I have other more little stories. Well written.
Questionable.
I'll take the compliment. I'm gonna write a fanfiction of Tom's
Yeah,
butt.
somebody said here. Okay, write it. Do it. I'll
What were you
act it
gonna
out.
say?
Someone here said that not even in her own fan fiction does Bruno look at her, make eye
It's called
contact.
realisticness. Okay. First of all, Tom's butt comes to life. It detaches from his body, has legs like a spider, and it consumes your soul.
Cam says same level as the other ones without having a stroke during the whole rioting. The same other ones as an archive of our own.
Shut up, Cam.
Because you're made for each other, says Dave Archery. Why you guys enable this? Yeah, that's so annoying, the Bruno stuff. You know, she started this around April or March. I didn't think it would last till October. But here we are. She's met him. She's met two versions of him. One loved her. One was repulsed by her. She has fan fiction, fan edits. I mean, I can't believe we've gotten to this point. This was your idea to enable this. Cam, shut up. I told her actually this week you don't have to do the fan fiction because we were going to talk about the trauma and like the scary stuff and the shows, and we were going to have Gosh, and I said if you want to save it, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it anymore because I think we've had enough Bruno forever. And she did it anyway, so she's doing it out of her own volition. Nobody saw the Bruno love coming. It was actually when Mr. Kincaid sent her a little Bruno like Funko Pop, and then she started licking it, bruh. She started licking it on the stream.
Obviously, I already liked Bruno at that point.
Yes, but it became it manifested into pure insanity in that moment.
Because people liked it.
People
So I thought
don't
I
like
could
it.
Keep it going, you know? Hey, if I wouldn't have come out of the Bruno closet.
I think that was it. She just had to get out of her system. It's over now.
Who said that?
Paul.
Paul, shut up. It's not over. It'll never be over.
It's not over.
Did I call it the wrong time?
No, you came at the right time. She was getting weird with the Bruno stuff.
Please no. It's over now.
It's
Oh, thank
over
God.
now. So did you find your baby in the pumpkin patch?
Yep. Got my new pumpkin baby.
Where is he?
That's a good question. You lost your pumpkin baby already? I didn't lose it. I just left it. Hey, pumpkins can take care of themselves pretty good. Okay, I mean, really, like, that's why I like having pumpkin babies. Because you don't really gotta do anything. I mean, like, a real baby, you gotta change diapers, smell stink, hear them cry annoyingly.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta, like, you lost your baby? It's not lost.
What's his name?
His name is Gosh.
What is Gosh Jr.?
Yeah, Gosh Jr. So
Gosh.
look, this is a pumpkin baby, and it's so easy. See? And it's got little eyes. Hi, Gosh.
I mean, you guys have a similar look to you.
All you gotta do is just pat his little head like this, and just give him nice words. Like, oh, what a cute little pumpkin baby. Oh, yeah, I like this. Yeah. See? That's all you gotta do. It's so easy. And then when the time comes, he's gonna rot and die.
Wow.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
That got dark, Gosh.
Until next year.
Then you get another one?
Yeah, that you give him the good life while you still can. Okay, he would have stayed in that pumpkin patch, and nobody would have got it in. How many pumpkins do you think don't get gotted?
Millions.
Millions! They're left to rot alone in the dark. I
He
can't
dropped
even
his
imagine.
eye.
Oh, sorry. Nice going. Good. In the dark to die, and nothing's gonna care about them. Or how many pumpkins do you think get mutilated? Their insides ripped out to make a scary little face. How would you like if they did that to you?
Not very much.
No. That's how pumpkins feel. And I stand for the right of pumpkins.
I think that pumpkin is having flashbacks about Vietnam.
No, he's got a very good life with me. And I'll give him a very good life until the time comes.
And then what do you do when the time comes?
Then I give him a proper burial.
Mm.
Yeah.
So To Gosh Jr.
Yes. And I only got one this time because losing 2 was just too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I got the perfect size of the little pumpkin baby. Yeah, right.
He already looks like a little bit like brown here on the side.
Don't touch my baby. He's not brown. That's just a tan. He just got a tan.
This is on one side.
It's just a little tan. See? Now, pumpkins can last pretty long time. Okay? They don't die that quick. Okay? They're just like when you got a little pet. They're gonna die, right?
Yeah.
While they're still alive, you give it a good life. But this is not a pet, this is a baby.
So, do you give him any refrigerator time? Because I feel like that makes him last longer.
Hi, Jakey.
I mean, maybe. I'll try that out. Would you like that little gosh? Huh? Would you like it? Yeah, you like it? Look, he's ticklish.
Who knew Gosh was so maternal?
I'm the single dad, okay? Chicks dig single dads. Well, that's the truth.
You're kind of a child, one who thrives on neglect.
Wait, what?
Your kind of child is the one who
thrives on neglect.
What are you talking about? Does it look like I'm neglecting this? Or do you suppose, you could do better? I doubt it. Just get the heck out of my face. You don't know what it is to be a parent.
Does he feed? Do you feed him anything? Does he eat?
No, that's why I said he's easier than a real baby.
Oh, okay.
You don't gotta feed it, you don't gotta change its disgusting diet there. It doesn't even have a dot. See? No dot. Nowhere. See, turn it upside down. See?
It looks a little bit like a butt.
It looks like a dot that nothing comes out. So, like, smell it, see? It don't stink. Pumpkins don't poop. Because they don't eat. End of story. He doesn't even got a mouth. So, for all you people out there wanting to have a kid, screw kids. Real kids, they're annoying as heck. Get a pumpkin baby. Try it out. See what you think.
Totally a butt.
It's not a butt. I should know about the anatomy of pumpkins. Thank you very much.
You can carve him a butt in the mouth.
Oh, you mean mutilated? Okay, so I'll just carve out your butt.
You don't really have to, because I have one.
How would you like that, huh? You wouldn't. So how dare you? The heck away. You're all sick. You're pumpkin carvings. Make me sick.
So you don't like Grinchy's baby?
Are you kidding me? Cryly? You mean that demon child? Of course I don't like her. I mean, what do you want me to do? Okay, she's not my kid, and yet...
again.
She's not my kid, and yet I still need to change her stinking diapers. Huh? Well, how much do you think I get paid?
Nothing.
$0. $0. And they have the audacity to blame me for her stinking, crappy behavior?
Yeah, because they say that she's taken after
well,
you.
You did teach her how to scream and cry when she doesn't get what she wants.
Quiet. No, I didn't. I just said that one time. Okay? Her obsession with candy did not come from me. Okay? It's because of Grinchy's you-know-what.
Okay.
The milk tastes so disgusting that she would rather eat anything else.
Jeez.
What? Okay, how would you like it if that was your only food? It's freaking gross, dude. So yeah, she wants to eat candy. I don't blame her.
Oh gosh, ask for a raise.
Raise? How can you raise nothing? Huh? Huh? But no, I still do it because Kryler's my friend, and that's how good of a friend I am.
All right, that was a great speech.
So when I have a kid,
okay,
I'd better see Kryler changing diapers. You hear me?
He's got to pay back.
He better take care of it.
Sour milk?
Ew!
How does gosh, you know what Grinchy, you know what tastes like?
Hey, I'm just assuming. If Krylie wants to eat anything else but that, it's for a reason. As she told me. Okay? Is she do know what it tastes like?
What? How would I know what it tastes like?
Well, you drank it when you were a baby.
Oh, I thought you meant green cheese. No, I don't remember.
Okay, that probably was bad, but green cheese is like a million times worse. She has green milk.
It could be minty.
Minty? No, it's like moldy.
Moldy?
It's practically cheese.
Oh my god.
So yeah. Okay, it's at that time Carly ate some real food and didn't live off that. And maybe she would be so obsessed with candy and you want to blame me for it. I just tried to be a good uncle. Shamrock shake from McDonald's? Ew. No, it isn't. It isn't. In Star Trek, they drink green milk. It's disgusting.
Star Wars.
Yuck.
Well, I think that's a really good explanation, gosh. But I
Yeah.
think it's time to go.
Time to go.
Yeah. I'm going to be starting my stream now in a bit. It's really late, but I'm going to do it. So J_Liz on Twitch. I will be on now taking song requests. Gosh, where are you going to do? What are you going to do? Where are you going to be?
I'm going to take care of my child.
Take care of his child. When can people see you again?
NT.
I'll be back tomorrow on Twitch and TikTok. I'll probably be on Twitch around 10 p.m. and TikTok around 9:30. So yeah, follow me if you're not following me already on TikTok and Twitch, and also follow Jess over on Twitch.
J_Liz and your captain Jen_E. _poo. And I'll see you guys around, all right?
Bye, dudes.
Bye.
Bye.